Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into a pretty radical idea, one that asks you to challenge the very fabric of reality itself. And it all boils down to one fundamental question.
I mean, really think about it. Is the world that you see and touch and experience every single day actually what it appears to be? The source material we're digging into today starts right there, by questioning the solidity of everything we just take for granted. So the central argument is this: the solid, stable world we perceive is really just an illusion. In truth, it's a universe of constant, unbelievably rapid movement. And get this, if that movement were to just stop, the entire material cosmos would simply vanish.
All right, so let's unpack this first big idea, the concept that our reality is, at its very core, a magnificent illusion. According to the source, what we think of as solid matter, a rock, a table, even our own bodies, it's not solid at all. It's actually just boundless, super intelligent energy, all moving together perfectly to create the forms that we see and feel. And this highlights a major disconnect, right? On one hand, we perceive a solid, stable world that's happening right here, right now. But the source argues we're actually experiencing an energetic flux from the immediate past. Why? Because it takes our brains a little bit of time to process all the sensory signals. In essence, we are never truly living in the now.
Well, that raises a huge question, doesn't it? If everything is just an illusion made of energy, where does all that energy even come from? What is the source? The text calls this origin point the no thing, or nothingness. But don't let the name fool you. It's not empty. It's actually a realm of pure creative potential. Think of it like a singularity of endless energy and possibilities. And it's from that place that our entire space-time reality was created. What's so fascinating is the idea that we never truly leave the source. According to the text, sleep isn't just for your body to rest. It's a vital reconnection to the no thing. It's how we refresh our very being, right from the source of all creation. And this brings us to maybe the most empowering idea in the whole text: our own personal role in creating this reality. The text argues that the feeling of being a separate individual, an independent me, is the ultimate illusion. In reality, we're all part of this one whole creative consciousness. So we're not just living in this reality, we're co-creators, magicians who actively took part in its creation. You can actually see this creative power mirrored in our own biology. The source material claims that every single cell in our body gets replaced over a 7-year period. Think about that. It means we are, quite literally, completely rebuilt from the ground up. So here's the crucial point. What is this rebuild based on? It's constructed from the memories, the emotions, and the experiences that we choose to hold onto. That means we have a choice. We can rebuild our bodies with positive, healing energy, or we can rebuild them with negative, unstable emotions. But hang on. If we have this incredible, innate power to create and recreate ourselves, why do most of us feel so powerless? Well, the author proposes that modern society is basically designed to disconnect us from this power. It creates a kind of trap through institutions and old belief systems that keep us focused on a false material reality. Schooling, for instance, is criticized for teaching us to just accept information instead of questioning it. So rather than nurturing our own creative instincts, it forces us down these preset paths, and in doing so, it systematically destroys the magician that's inside all of us. And the critique goes even further. It argues that our business-oriented society actually profits from keeping us sick, distracted, and disconnected. It markets what the author calls addictive poisons, like alcohol, and promotes harmful medicines, while natural cures are outlawed, all for financial gain. But look, the text doesn't just leave us in despair. It suggests there is a way to break free from this trap and to reclaim our power. Reconnecting starts with some simple but really profound actions. First, treat sleep as a sacred time for reconnection, not just for rest. Second, use meditation to consciously access that no thing. And maybe most important of all, question everything: the information you're fed, the rules you follow, and the reality you perceive. Ultimately, the core message here is one of empowerment. It's a call to see this life, this illusion, as a precious experience that's meant to be enjoyed. It's about playing the hand you're dealt in the best way you can,
and turning even negative experiences into a positive learning process.
And so, we're left with a final, really powerful question from this text. If you are not a victim of circumstance, but a creator of your own reality, what kind of world and what kind of self will you choose to create?